TomoNews presents contact lenses.
Digital contact lens gives a glimpse into the future. Tech giant Sony has joined the race to develop digital contact lens technology. According to an application filed with the U.S. Patent Office, Sony has plans for a wearable lens that can take photos and video. Sony filed a patent in the U.S. in May of 2013 for a smart contact lens, a fact only picked up by the media this week. The device would not only take photos and video, but also store data with no need for a tether to a smartphone. The lens would feature an organic electroluminescence display screen. By blinking an eye, the user would be able to operate the lens via the display. The camera would feature autofocus, automatic exposure adjustment, and an adjustable zoom. The device would also be able to record video, store it, and play it back. The news that Sony has been working on this technology for several years follows a trend set by Google and Samsung. In 2014, Google revealed a high-tech lens to help diabetics measure glucose levels in their tears. Samsung unveiled plans for a smart contact lens that houses a tiny camera. It seems the time when anything and everything can be filmed on the sly is not too far away. Artificial corneas could restore vision in humans. A British eye surgeon hopes to perform the country's first artificial cornea transplant and initiate a UK trial of the procedure by early next year. Millions worldwide could benefit from the groundbreaking eye surgery procedure that's able to correct blindness caused by malnutrition, disease, or old age. A healthy cornea lets light into the back of the eye to the retina so that people can see. Damaged or scarred tissue on the cornea can cause blurred vision or loss of eyesight altogether. Scientists are able to create a synthetic cornea by growing human collagen in yeast. The collagen is then molded into the shape of a cornea, which is about the same shape as a contact lens. The synthetic replacement is stitched in place of the old damaged tissue. The patient's cells and corneal nerves then grow into the implant. As donor corneas are in short supply, if scientists are able to create artificial corneas and skip the process of waiting for a donor, it'll mean wonders for people who are visually impaired.
So that's where it went. Decades after losing her contact lens, a woman finally managed to find it, embedded right in her eyelid. A 42-year-old British woman noticed a slight swelling over her left eye that became large and painful in a span of 6 months, prompting her to see a specialist. Doctors conducted an MRI and discovered a small 6mm cyst embedded in her eyelid. When the cyst was surgically removed, it broke open to reveal a hard contact lens inside, even though the patient had not worn any for more than 20 years. Her mother later recalled that the woman got hit in the left eye with a shuttlecock as a teen. The rigid contact she was wearing was assumed lost, but it apparently stayed in the eyelid for 28 years. The woman's left eyelid had been droopy for a long time but had no other symptoms indicative of a trapped contact lens. So it's still a mystery why the swelling and inflammation happened nearly 3 decades after the incident.
Woman has 27 freaking contact lenses lodged in her eye. A UK woman who went in for what was supposed to be a simple surgery instead had a stack of contacts retrieved from her eye in a bizarre medical case that'll have contact lens wearers the world over reaching for their glasses. Doctors were about to perform a routine cataract surgery on the 67-year-old patient when they noticed a bluish mass in her eye, which turned out to be a clump of 17 contact lenses. They re-examined the eye and found 10 more, bringing the grand total to 27, which has got to be some kind of a record. The shocked patient claimed she'd been wearing disposable monthly contacts for 35 years, but never noticed her growing collection. She said she did feel some discomfort, but figured it was just dry eyes and old age. Since she didn't get her eyes checked regularly, no one knows how long she's had this mass of contacts collecting around her eyeball. The woman's cataract surgery had to be postponed, but she says at least her eyes feel a lot more comfortable with nothing else stuck in them. Yeah, I'll say.
Google is developing a prototype contact lens that measures glucose levels in tears. The device provides a non-invasive method to track glucose in diabetic patients. A sensor, antenna, and transistor chips are embedded between two contact lenses. The sensor measures glucose levels in tears. The antenna then sends the data to a mobile device. The current prototype generates 1 reading per second. Developers are also looking to integrate LED lights that flash as soon as glucose levels cross into dangerous thresholds.
Scientists have created the first telescopic contact lens, which allows users to zoom in their vision almost 3 times. The telescopic contact lens is only 1.17 millimeters thick, so it can be worn comfortably. The center of the lens allows light to pass through, providing normal vision. The edge of the lens acts as a telescope and magnifies light using patterned aluminum mirrors. The image is 2.8 times. Special glasses need to be worn to switch between the 2 modes. Liquid crystals in the glass electrically change the polarization of light, which allows it to selectively block part of the lens to create normal or magnified vision. The telescopic contact lens is believed to be able to improve the vision of patients with age-related macular degeneration.